For over 2,000 years, one man has stood at the spiritual heart of the world's largest Christian church. A shepherd to over 1 billion souls. A symbol of continuity in a changing world. He is the Pope, the Bishop of Rome, the successor to St. Peter, and one of the most powerful figures in history. It all began with a fisherman. Peter, called by Jesus, entrusted with the words, "You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church." From that moment, a spiritual chain began. Unbroken. Enduring. As empires fell and kingdoms rose, the Pope's influence only grew. In the Middle Ages, popes crowned emperors, launched crusades, and ruled lands of their own, the Papal States. One pope made an emperor kneel barefoot in the snow. Another led armies across continents. In these centuries, the pope was more than a priest, he was a power. But the pope's truest power has always been the power of teaching. Through councils and declarations, popes have defined what Catholics believe, guiding faith in a fractured world. In 1870, the Church declared the Pope infallible when teaching officially on faith and morals, a rare but profound assertion of authority. Today, the Pope no longer commands armies. Instead, he commands attention. He speaks for the poor, for peace, for the planet. John Paul II helped end communism. Benedict XVI defended tradition. Francis challenges us with humility and reform. He lives in the smallest country on earth, Vatican City, yet his voice reaches every corner of the globe. But no power is without struggle. The modern church faces scandal, doubt, division. And the Pope stands at the center, balancing reform with tradition, silence with speech. To understand the Pope's power, we must see the chain. A living line stretching back to the first days of the Church. A lineage of faith, sacrifice, and leadership passed from hand to hand, century after century. Peter, the first pope, crucified around 64 AD. Clement I died in 99 AD, one of the first theologians. Leo the Great stood face to face with Attila the Hun. Gregory the Great, a saint, a reformer, a teacher. Urban II, called the First Crusade in 1095. Innocent III, at the height of medieval church power. Leo X, challenged by Martin Luther. Pius IX, longest reigning, defined infallibility. John XXIII opened the church to the modern world. John Paul II, Pilgrim of Peace, a giant of the 20th century. Benedict XVI, a scholar who stepped down in humility. Then came Francis, the first pope from the Americas. Through war and peace, through scandal and sainthood, one voice has endured, not because it ruled with might, but because it spoke with meaning. Francis, the humble son of Argentina, carried that voice into the 21st century. He walked with the broken, spoke for the earth, and now rests in peace. April 2025 marked the end of his earthly journey and the beginning of a new chapter for the Church. This is more than a title. It is a legacy. It is tradition. It is the power of the Pope.